Hey everyone, Andrew here, and today I'm going to do another manga review. This one is really more as a reaction to my last manga review, which was the Kiss Him Not Me. Kiss Him Not Me was recommended as like a set of things that got kind of recommended, and this is the second of that set that I've read. I honestly don't have a lot to say about it, which can kind of tell you what my thoughts are right off the bat. The name of the series is Gekken Shoujo Nozaki-kun, which translates to Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. And I can literally sum up the entire plot of this series in 3 sentences. Sakura Chiro is a girl who confesses to her crush, Nozaki-kun. He mistakes what she says as her confessing to be a fan of his manga work. He then convinces her to help him work on his manga. And that's it. That's literally the entire plot. I mean, there's not even any other thing to work off. It literally devolves into really bizarre short skits and questions. Because this is the weird thing with this one to me. This is actually is a Japanese manga done in a very American Sunday news comics style, where it's like every page is 4 panels, and they tell an entire story in those 4 panels, and that's the entire thing. And then the next page is a new set of panels. The entire series devolves into him trying to write something and pitching concepts or ideas off of her. So, like, one of the first ones that pops on is like, I want a scene where the guy walks the girl home with his bike. And he's like, how do I do that? And she's like, oh, you mean like having her ride on the back or in the front? And it's like, oh, no, we can't do that. It's illegal. And that's a full thing. And then the next one will be, well, what if he pushed the bike alongside her and they walk together? It's like, that feels a little off. What if he rode the bike and she ran behind him? That's really off. What if she rode and he ran behind her? That's even more off. And then it'll just be like, oh, what if we did a tandem bicycle? Be the next page. And it'll just be shots of that. And then, yeah, every single page is like its own mini manga. And that's bizarre to me and weird. And I don't understand it. Because, so when I heard about this and I came across this, it is pitched to me as the plot is, which is just girl confesses that she loves boy mistakes her loving him for just being a fan, and then they spend time together. And and that's sort of what it is, but there's no actual plot. That's the scenario. But there's no story. There's no plot. It's just him pitching off common girl comics, basically, the teenage romance type stories, but done in a comedic way. It's like, oh, hey, what if you got a bicycle that had 4 seats? It's like, this is supposed to be funny? And there are moments where it works. It's kind of funny, but it's like, there's nothing more to it. So it's literally like reading Ziggy or Peanuts or I want to say like Archie and Company, but at least the Archie and Companies had a full plot that would go like multiple pages. This is literally just a page with 4 panels. So there's not much to work with, really. And it's like, I got to the second manga and they started introducing side characters, but they don't have anything. They come in, it's like, the most you have is this one character who I'm pretty sure is a guy who dresses like a girl. They don't flat out state it, but it's kind of clear it's either it's a guy who's either really girly or it's a girl who's a little bit boyish. Either way, it's like there's no real plot around, and they're just like, oh, I want to write a different type of character than the ones I tend to write, because I tend to write the same guy over and over again. It's like, all right, well, let's introduce you to someone who's a little different. And that's it. There's no point in talking to them. It doesn't really seem to do anything. And I gave up on this series very quickly. And it's really sad because the thing that got me into this is a music video that made me interested, which was this really show these really interesting dynamics of girl wants boy, boys like runs away from her and does bizarre things, and I was like, that sounds interesting. And then they showed a bunch of different relationships, and what I got out of the little bit I read was that none of that's actually there. It's just bizarre scenarios for no particular reason, and it's like, what? I don't know. I honestly like. I don't want to badmouth this one too much because it's fine for what it is. Is okay. It's just it's not a manga. It's not even a. It's barely a comic. It's just webisodes. It's just little pieces of a thing, and that's just too bad. I'm like, I kind of want to watch the anime just to see if the anime actually has a plot. I called Kiss Him Not Me very slice of life, but it was too bizarre premise to be slice of life. This is definitely can fall under slice of life because there's nothing going on. There's no purpose. There's no high drama or high comedic events around them. They're just having basically just discussions, and they're like, oh yeah, look, this is how hard it is to be a manga artist. You have to do coloring and shading and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, but there's other series that do that way better. I don't know. Honestly, I don't want to give this one too much of a review. It's really not worth it from what I saw. It's it's fine. It's got some good jokes. I like the art style. Like it made me laugh a few times, but overall it's mostly forgettable and skippable. I will try to include like a link to the video that got me into it because the video is really good. It makes it look really interesting. And I'm really sad this series doesn't live up to how good this music video to the series is. But yeah, I don't know. It. I'll try and see if I can get my hands on the anime at some point, and maybe that'll be better. But I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. So yeah, I'm not even gonna give this one an out of 5 because it's not enough to really bother giving it an out of 5. So if you stumble across this and you want to give it a try, you have been prepared. I like I said, I don't have any plans to go looking for more of this anytime soon. Happy reading, y'all.